Hello and welcome to Full Send Broadcast Network, here tonight with the Finish Line Racing League from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Tonight, these guys are going to be going 70 laps around this 1.5-mile D-shaped oval. That is a very abrasive track surface. Right now, the ambient temperature is 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 26% humidity. Overcast with 2-mile-an-hour winds. The track surface temperature is only a couple degrees hotter than the ambient right now at 67 degrees. Like I said before, they're going to be running 70 laps around this track with a 70% fuel load. That's going to give them about 40 laps on a tank of fuel, but I do not think that the tires will last that long. They have 2 fast repairs in the pocket tonight, along with 3 sets of tires, and one of those sets is the set that they qualify on and will start the race with. Now, the big thing around here, since we talked about how abrasive this track is tire wear is key. The tire wear, will probably see drivers coming in around lap 25 to 30, I'm estimating, from what I've seen in practice, to get some fresh rubber on them cars. Because if not, they do run the risk of blowing out a right front, especially as they go into corner entry. And that's your pre-race info, brought to you by BABB'S Body Shop here in the Finish Line Racing League. Let's go take a look and see what the times look like here in practice. As the checkered flag is getting ready to fly here, Jack Dixon with the fastest time out there right now with a 30.185. Justin Hutchinson with the second fastest with a 30.233. Tyler Cross in third in the 88 machine with a 30.236. Jason Babb in fourth with a 30.297. Josh Oxendine in fifth with a 30.301. Cogswell sitting in sixth with a 30.30. Bill Petroff in seventh with a 30.34. Roger Pearson eighth with a 30.35. Sperling in ninth with a 30.35. And Scott Stotler and Christian Hill rounding out your top 11 here in the field, as qualifying is beginning to start up now. Like we got Scott Stotler on pit road first here. This is open qualifying, so we are going to see how many drivers actually come out together. We see Josh Oxendine rolling off. These guys have unlimited laps, but 10 minutes to get it done. We have 3 drivers right here. That's going to be the 63 Josh Oxendine, the 75 of Jonathan Cogswell. So we see Oxendine coming down pit road there to practice a little pit road entry, look like. Possibly link up with some other drivers. And it looks like Christian Hill is the other car back here in that 85 machine. Justin Hutchinson also out on the track with the 48 of Jack Dixon. We have several drivers coming across the line, taking the time all at once. Right now, Justin Hutchinson on the top spot by 1/1000th of a second over Jonathan Cogswell. Justin Hutchinson with a 30.411. Cogswell with a 30.412. Jack Dixon in third with a 34.73. Christian Hill in fourth with a 35.05. As Cogswell goes up to the top spot with a 32.65, we'll see how they fare up here as they cross the line. Justin Hutchinson back to the top spot with a 32.41. Dixon going to go up high to let Hutchinson go by to get himself a fast lap. Here comes Cogswell. Tire wear's already showing its head right now. We see Tyler Cross and Josh Oxendine right here. Tyler Cross goes to P4, Oxendine to P6. Roger Pierce coming across the line. Gonna move him up to P6. The one key that these drivers need out here is to be able to link up with someone else to really lay down a blistering lap times. You see Tyler Cross right in tow of the 63 of Josh Oxendine. You see Tyler Cross go to the top spot right there with a 30.161 over Justin Hutchinson's 30.241. See Justin Hutchinson and Christian Hill coming out off of pit road. Jack Dixon coming in the frame. Still have about 6.5 minutes of practice left as Hutchinson gets really loose. Saves it by going all the way down to the inside wall. Doesn't hit anything. Good job on his part to be able to save it like that. Watching Christian Hill now. Comes across the line. I'm really expecting Jack Dixon to get a huge run this lap. Oh, as he's going to hit the wall and get loose coming down all the way to the apron. We see Jason Babb right there, just crossed the line, puts him P8 with a 37.18. Stephen Payne out there right now, taking him a time, 31.534. Jason Babb by himself goes to E4 with a 30.289. That's a blistering pace for a solo car out there. Now have a bunch of cars sitting here on pit road, possibly linking up here. Tyler Cross in that 88 machine right there. He's your current pole sitter with that 30.161. Like he's going to pull it down. Here comes a few drivers off of pit road here. Christian Hill should have a good run right here. across the line. They are not going to improve their lap times there, but we have several cars all right here grouped together. Roger Pierce probably going to have a really good run right here. Seems like the track is starting to slow down. Oxendine is going to improve his time, but not going to improve the position. As we have 1 minute and counting now left in qualifying. Tyler Cross still on that top spot with a 30.161. As the checkered flag is getting ready to fly here on qualifying, there it goes. Tyler Cross is going to be your pole sitter tonight, taking home the top spot here in qualifying with that 30.161. We're just waiting for our qualifying results to pop up for us. And there it goes officially. Let's get our official qualifying results put up here. This is your starting grid for tonight's Finish Line Racing League race here out of Atlanta Motor Speedway, presented by BABB'S Body Shop. Tonight, starting on the front row, you have Tyler Cross, your pole winner in the 88 machine. Outside front rows, Justin Hutchinson in the 28. In third, we have Jonathan Cogswell. Fourth, Jason Babb. Fifth, Christian Hill. Sixth, Jack Dixon. Seventh, Josh Oxendine. And eighth, Roger Pierce. Ninth, Stephen Payne. 10th, Scott Stotler. And 11th, Blake Sperling. And 12th, Bill Petroff in the 9 machine. And that's your official starting lineup here tonight, presented by BABB'S Body Shop. For all your body shop needs, go to www.babbsbodyshop.com. As these drivers are gridding up here, getting ready to roll off. Tyler Cross has joined up on the grid. Pace car should be rolling off any moment now. Looks like Bill Petroff has missed the start of the race here. These drivers getting ready to duke it out for 70 laps here around this mile-and-a-half track. We're fixing to find out who has the best tire saving strategy and is able to pull a win out of the bag here tonight. Lights are out on the pace car. We're going green this time by. Pace car makes that hard left turn. Flag man has him in the palm of his hand. Green flag is out here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We are racing here in the Finish Line Racing League, presented by BABB'S Body Shop. Tyler Cross with a great start there. Oh, as Oxendine gets loose. Gonna save it. Oh, he's gonna lose it down there on the apron and nose it hard into the inside wall. Tough break for that 63 team. Oxendine still plenty of time to recover there. Jonathan Cogswell up to the second spot right now. Multi-groove racetrack here, as you see drivers taking several points of attack here. You see Justin Hutchinson running a full lane and a half higher than your leader and the second place driver there. Gonna elect to run a little bit lower there. Took a look to the inside of Cogswell as Cogswell gets loose and slaps the outside wall there. Doesn't look like he has very much damage out of that. He's gonna go right back after Hutchinson. It's gonna allow Tyler Cross to pull away a little bit there. Cogswell loose again right there on corner exit. Field approaching the lap car, or the last car in the lead lap, I should say, of the 63 of Josh Oxendine. Oxendine's going to go high, let the field go by. For a car that hit the inside wall that hard, it still looks pretty decent. Obviously, it's not up to par as it should be. You see right there, that nose is all pushed in. Roger Pierce running back here in 7th in the 29 machine. Trying to save some tires, looks like. Taking it fairly conservative around here. Tyler Cross has led all 7 laps so far, working on lap 8 right now of the scheduled 70 laps here tonight in the Finish Line Racing League. battle for the third spot here between Jason Babb and Christian Hill. Babb going to get a little bit of side draft on the 85. Slow him down a little bit, keep him door to door. Good battle for the third spot right there. As more cars are coming up on them, you got the 48 of Jack Dixon and the 75 of Cogswell. All trying to duke it out for that third spot right now. Tyler Cross, your leader, is stretched out to 1.3 second lead over second place Justin Hutchinson and is running that middle to high line right now. Really making it work for that 88 machine. But we'll see if tire wear is going to come into play for that 88 machine. As Roger Pierce looks like he's gotten quite a bit of speed all of a sudden in that machine. Just having a hard time navigating the traffic a little bit. Let's ride along with the 94 machine there of Jason Babb. Babb gets tight. Oh, hard hit into that wall right there. Looks like he's going to be stuck. Yeah, he is nosed it into the barriers there. He is going to have to tow. Tough break for Jason Babb. Let's take a look and see if we can figure out what happened from this other angle. See him go underneath right there. And it looks kind of like he misjudged it right there. Doesn't look like he got tight. That's a weird place to get tight at. Looks like he just misjudged the apex. And by the time he turned, oh, the car goes airborne a little bit right there on the grass. And then he's just along for the ride right here. That is a tough, tough spot right there to be hitting the wall at. Tough break for the 94 team. We go back live. Tyler Cross is still your leader right now in the 88 machine. Stretching it out to a 3-second lead over Christian Hill now. Christian Hill currently running in the second spot. Don't look now. That 29 of Roger Pierce up 5 spots. Currently running in the third spot. Showing a ton of speed at the moment. Definitely saved quite a bit of tire for this this part of the run. Justin Hutchinson trying to make a move back on the 29. Scott Stoller, haven't talked about him much tonight. He's up 4 spots in the running 6th currently in that 8 machine. One of those that's been running the high line the first part of this run. Amazing to see how still tightly grouped these cars are right here. 2nd through 8th. And still be running these different lines compared to each other. With the amount of tire wear that they got on these cars already. Dixon went to make a move, upset the car quite a bit right there. Hutchinson stuck on that inside line. We've seen him all night trying to run the high line, and he's just kind of stuck down there at the moment. Getting freight trained by all the cars on the high side. For those of you tuning in tonight, we greatly appreciate you watching us here on the Full Send Broadcast Network, showing you the Finish Line Racing League from Atlanta Motor Speedway, presented by BABB'S Body Shop. Definitely shaping up to be a fantastic race. Right now, your leader is the 88 of Tyler Cross, who's 5 seconds ahead of 2nd place. But 2nd through 6th right now, all within 1 second of each other. We see the 8 of Scott Stotler making a move for third position right now. Tucks in behind the 85 of Christian Hill. And here comes the 1 of Blake Sperling also. These two guys have made their way all the way from the back, both up 7 positions. Let's ride along with the 1 of Blake Sperling here. See how he's able to run around this track. We go 3 wide towards turn 3 here. They're going to get it sorted out there. Possibly a little bit of contact between the 8 and the 85 as the 8 blinked a little bit going into the corner. Christian Hill in that 85 had to back way out of the throttle on corner exit as he was getting tight and about to hit the wall. Tyler Cross has led 26 laps here tonight. Looks like he has a little bit of damage on the right front of that car. We'll have to see if we can get a view of it. I see there's a gap between the fender and the hood. Definitely appears like he's gotten into the wall a little bit. Yes, he has. The right side of that car is flattened. Right now, we still have 9 cars on the lead lap. Josh Oxendine 1 lap down, looking to go 2 laps down here shortly. Jason Babb, after that incident, is out 13 laps down, now 14. And Bill Petroff has yet to make the start. As we're coming up on what I believe to be the start of green flag pit stops. You know these guys are screaming for tires right now. They still have 2 sets of tires in the pits right now, so be looking for these guys to come down roughly around the halfway mark. As we already have some takers, Jonathan Cogswell coming down pit road. He's coming down to get that 75 machine serviced. As this group of cars is still pretty close together. Christian Hill possibly with an issue. Looked really slow down the backstretch there. Blake Sperling with a little bit of a blink there. Stephen Payne comes down pit road. Now what I'm looking for right here is that 75. Let's put up the last time by lap times here for everybody in the field. As we're seeing Cogswell on his first full speed lap. I'm expecting to see him down into the 30s, maybe the low 31s, while everyone else is pushing 32.5 to 33s. Yeah, Cogswell with 31.220, over a full second faster than the rest of the field. Tyler Cross currently losing a little bit of time to the one of Blake Sperling. Let's pull up the lap time history between these two. Sperling has been in the green the past 3 laps. Almost a 10th per lap, but not quite. As we see Tyler Cross peeling off to come down pit road. Going to give up the lead here. Looked like he might have got in there a little too hot. We'll have to wait and see if that was a penalty for the 88. Roger Pierce comes down pit road also. Bringing that 29 machine in to get it serviced. As the 88 stops in this pit box, they're going to go ahead and service that machine. We'll see when the jack drops on the left side if he does have a penalty indeed. He does not. He's going to get right out of there as soon as the jack drops. Pit road getting real busy right now. Jack drops on the 29 machine. Here comes the 8 and the 1. Oh, the 1 of Sperling slides through his pit box a little far. That's going to cost him a load of time right there. Oxendine on pit road going to use one of his 2 fast repairs. Christian Hill is your current leader right now. Justin Hutchinson in second. These two have yet to pit. The top three have yet to pit, actually. That's going to be the 85 of Christian Hill, the 48 of Jack Dixon, and the 28 of Justin Hutchinson. And it looks like we're going to see them come down pit road this time by. Justin Hutchinson going to stay out. Oh, as we have a huge lockup getting on pit road. The 48 might have been a little too hot there. We'll have to see. Jack goes up on the right side. Here they come around on the left. He takes off when they drop the jack. That means he did not have a penalty. He does not. The 85 does. Christian Hill with a penalty. Too fast entering pit road. Justin Hutchinson still staying out. Possibly looking to have the fresher tires out of the whole field. Gets him a bonus point for leading the lap. As Jack Dixon has come back down pit road. Possibly black flag for unsafe pit exit or speeding exiting pit road. As we see him come back into his pit box there. That's exactly what it is. It's one of those two penalties. Leaning more towards speeding on pit exit is what I'm guessing it is. Leader Justin Hutchinson down pit road. That's going to be the end of the cycle of green flag stops. Tyler Cross has cycled back out as your leader. Jack Dixon going 3 laps down now. There's Justin Hutchinson. But Justin Hutchinson have an issue coming off of pit road. Seen a little bit of smoke there. Possibly a little bit of damage on that left front of that 28 machine. There is. That's going to put Justin Hutchinson 1 lap down. Right now we have 5 cars on the lead lap after that cycle of green flag stops. Tyler Cross is your leader once again with a 16, almost 17 second lead over the second place car of Scott Stotler. And it is a dogfight here for the second spot between Scott Stotler, Roger Pierce, Blake Sperling, and Stephen Payne. All 4 of them drivers right there close to each other. Going to be interesting to see if some of these drivers who decided to pit later, if that strategy actually works out for them, having those few laps less on them tires. Tyler Cross, though, putting on a dominating performance here tonight. showing the field how it's done here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. All these drivers still have one extra set of tires left in the pits. Let's do a little crank it up for y'all. And we're back here after we've completed 51 laps here of the scheduled 70. And that was your full send, full sound presented by BABB'S Body Shop. Tyler Cross out to a 16-second lead as Jack Dixon's going to come around to get one of his laps back. We still have 5 cars on the lead lap here. Stephen Payne is the next car in the crosshairs of the 88 machine. Christian Hill looking to get one of his 2 laps back here as Tyler Cross is looking to cross over the 48 and put him back 2 laps down, or 3 laps, sorry. One thing that I have noticed, let's take a look at the lap time history. It's been give and take between your leader and the second place car of Scott Stotler. We'll see when Stotler passes the line again. He gains a little bit, loses a little bit each time by. They're going back and forth there between your first and second place cars. We'll check it again when Cross gets on the backstretch. That'll be about the time that Stotler crosses the line. But Stotler definitely eating into the 88's lead. Right there, Stotler gained almost 2/10. There's that 8 machine of Scott Stotler right there as we have a battle going on for the 3rd spot. Sperling to the inside of Pierce. Yeah, Tyler Cross, I don't know if he is just milking the throttle right now or what. Right side of that car actually has more damage than it had earlier. Definitely looks like he got in the wall again. But it does look like he may be milking it. Or he could actually be already having that bad of worn tires. But he has a big enough lead to account for that. Still has over a 15-second lead. With 13 laps to go. Right now, your biggest movers of the night is the 8 of Scott Stotler and the 1 of Blake Sperling, both up 8 positions. Roger Pierce and Stephen Payne both are up 4. And those are the only drivers that have made up any positions. Everyone else has lost, except for Tyler Cross. He has not lost or gained a position because he started on the pole and he has led the majority of the laps tonight. Right now, Scott Stotler has knocked it down to less than 15 seconds to the 88 of Tyler Cross, as Tyler Cross is coming around to take the 10 to go signal. 10 laps to go here in tonight's race. Jamie Dunning dropping by here in the chat. Oh, as the leader gets hit, the 48 of Jack Dixon comes down into the 88 of Tyler Cross. That's going to be a huge wreck. Oh my gosh. First caution of the night comes out with 10 laps to go. The leader of the race involved. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened here. We see the 48 of Jack Dixon here. See Tyler Cross jump way down to the inside there. Dixon scrapes the wall a little bit. Oh, the wall kicked him out. And that caused him to shoot down into the 88. Tough break. Christian Hill able to get by there. And if we go back here and look at Justin Hutchinson, see that yellow machine right there. He comes down trying to avoid the wreck. Oh, hard hit to pop the whole front end up of that 28 machine. And that's what sends him into the wall. Josh Oxendine trying to go high above it all. And then the track just closes up for the 63. Causes him to go airborne and get up onto the safer barrier there. Tough break for those drivers. For most of them, at least. Tyler Cross especially. You know he's got to be hot under the collar on that one. We go back to the chat here. Jamie Dunning stopping in tonight, cheering on Cogswell in that 75 machine. How you doing tonight, Jamie? We appreciate you stopping by here at the Full Send Broadcast Network. First caution flag of the night comes out for your leader, Tyler Cross, getting hit where Jack Dixon bounced off the wall, and that's actually the one, well, that's the second entry for tonight's award of BABB'S Body Shop Wreck of the Race. So far, your nominees are Josh Oxendine for losing it in the early stages of this race and going a lap down early, and then Jason Babb for darting it down to pit wall and hitting it head on and getting stuck. And then now you have Jack Dixon for bouncing off the wall and collecting the leader to bring out the first caution of the night. And if no other wrecks happen, right now, Jack Dixon is leading that award nomination. So right now, after that caution, we now have 6 cars on the lead lap. That's going to be Tyler Cross in the 88, the 8 of Scott Stotler, the 1 of Blake Sperling, the 29 of Roger Pierce, the 41 of Stephen Payne, and the 75 of Jonathan Cogswell. Now, Cogswell will not be starting up here at the front due to him being the lucky dog. He will be starting there towards the back of the pack into the longest line. So he has a ways to go to get back up there, but it is definitely doable. Expecting to get the 1 to green this time by. Looks like we're going to be going green with about 6 laps to go. Sorry about that. We'll be getting the green with 5 laps to go. For those of you tuning in, we greatly appreciate you stopping by here on the Full Send Broadcast Network. Tonight we have the Finish Line Racing League from Atlanta Motor Speedway presented by BABB'S Body Shop. For all your body shop needs there in Georgia, go see Jason Babb at www.babbsbodyshop.com. Lights are out on the pace car, signaling we are going green this time by. Lots of these drivers are hungry to get another win here as we are nearing the end of the regular season to start the playoffs. 3 races left after this in the regular season at Richmond. Let's see here. We got Richmond, Rockingham, and ending the regular season at Daytona. Definitely setting up to be a wild and fantastic playoffs this year. Pace car peels off. Green flag is back out. Tyler Cross with a fantastic restart there. Going to get launched out to about 4 car lengths over the 8 of Scott Stotler. These drivers on some fresh tires, making a sprint to the end here. A lot of these drivers still have 1 fast repair left. Tyler Cross already out to almost a half a second over the 8 of Scott Stotler. Tyler Cross coming out of turn 4. Coming to 3 laps to go here in the Finish Line Racing League at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We have a tight battle for the second spot. Sperling getting around the 8 machine of Scott Stotler. It's going to slide up right in front of him. But he's going to have a huge blink right there, causing the 8 of Stotler to go really low to avoid him. Two laps to go here tonight in the Finish Line Racing League. Just doesn't seem like anybody has the speed to battle that 88 machine of Tyler Cross. Roger Pierce really out of shape there on the corner exit of 2. Cross comes out turn 4, sees the white flag in the air. 1 lap to go here, presented by BABB'S Body Shop. Cross leads him off into turns 1 and 2 there. Comes out of 2, looking down the back stretch for the final time tonight. 7/10 of a second lead. Comes out of turn 4. Josh Oxendine looks like he's blowed up. Tyler Cross is your winner tonight. Blake Sperling in 2nd. Scott Stotler in 3rd. Roger Pearson 4th. And rounding out the top 5 is Stephen Payne. Tyler Cross with a dominating performance tonight. Getting some love there from the other drivers as they go by. The 88 machine putting on an absolute clinic out there tonight. He's going to come down here and burn it down for those of you watching. Going to use up what's left of those good years. Now let's pull up your official finishing order here tonight. Presented by BABB'S Body Shop. Your race winner is Tyler Cross in that 88 machine, bringing home the checkered flag. And 2nd, Blake Sperling. 3rd was Scott Stotler. Roger Pearson 4th. 5th was Stephen Payne. 6th was the last car on the lead lap, the 75 of Jonathan Cogswell. 7th, Christian Hill. Jake Dixon bringing it home 8th. 9th, Justin Hutchinson. 10th, Josh Oxendine. 11th, Jason Babb. And rounding out your field in 12th, by missing the start of the race, was Bill Petrov. And that's your official finishing order here tonight, presented by BABB'S Body Shop. Now let's get over here and take a look for our top 3 finishers tonight. Get them in here for an interview. Get the 8 of Scott Stotler in here. Hey there, Scott Stotler. You got a copy? Scott Stotler, you got a copy? Scott Stotler, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Hey, there you are. Hey, man, congrats on bringing it home 3rd tonight. Walk us through how that race went for you.
Yeah, just try to save tires, man. That was the biggest thing, running the top, not putting much wheel into it. But it didn't matter what I did. Tyler definitely kicked all of our asses tonight.
Yeah, definitely a dominating performance by Tyler Cross. Uh, was there anything that you guys had speed-wise for the 88?
No, I knew that last restart was going to be trouble for me because I didn't really run hard all week in practice or anything, even in the race. And it was just trying long runs, trying to save the stuff. So I didn't know what line to run at the end to go hard to find speed, to be honest.
Yeah, looking forward to next week. We're going to be going to Richmond, I believe it is. Let me double check that. Yeah, we're going to be going to Richmond Raceway. How do you feel about going out there to a short track as we're winding down the regular season?
Yeah, anything low downforce, big motor kind of fits my driving style. So I'm ready to get back to some of them. I'm really bummed I had to miss South Boston, but I'm ready to get after it at Richmond.
Yeah, and going back to the tire wear here tonight, how was the tire wear after y'all got the tires off the car and getting them checked out? What did they look like?
To be honest, I didn't even check. It was during green flag cycles, and I just tried to get back out there and get back in a rhythm and lifting early, all run long, just trying not to put much pressure on the right front, trying to keep it under the car. Um, I ran pretty hard those last few before the green flag stops, but I felt like overall I conserved them pretty well. I know we drove from about 11th up to second there during that first run.
Well, you have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there tonight?
No, just everybody puts part into this league and stuff. Like I said, it's fun league, and I enjoy running it. So look forward to next week.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you stopping by, and maybe we'll get to talk to you next week when we leave Richmond.
Yeah, man.
And that was Scott Stotler, driver of the 8 machine, bringing it home in third tonight. Looking pretty good out there. Now let's bring in our runner up here, Blake Sperling. Hey there, Blake Sperling. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, congrats on bringing it home in the second spot. Walk us through how that race went for you with the tire wear, and did you have any speed there for that 88 machine on that last restart?
Nah, I was just trying to stay in the same zip code with him. He was pretty quick. No, just I guess I got a new nickname. I'm blinking for whatever reason, running at 200 frames a second, basically. So I don't have a clue. But I didn't want to mess up anybody's race. I let Roger by once, and then after the green flag came out, I'm like, well, I don't, if it wasn't going to affect the race, I'm gonna try to stay out front, and go from there. But from there, just started in the back. I knew they was gonna take off, and I was gonna have to play the tire game, and was able to, get up to second. And then at that point, I didn't even realize I was in second. I didn't know that I guess Tyler, whatever, was that far ahead. And then after that, uh, we just kind of had that caution out of nowhere, and I thought we was just going to run it out green, but it was fun to get the last 5 laps in there. So
Yeah, looking forward to next week. We're going to be going to Richmond Raceway. How do you feel about going out there with the big motor, small blade?
it's pretty fun. I mean, I ran pretty good at South Boston. I think it'll drive similar, hopefully pretty loose. If that's the case, then it'll be fun again. But other than that, I love Richmond. It's a good track for me, so look forward to being up front again next week.
Yeah, well, you have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there tonight?
I don't have any sponsor plugs, just same old thing. Just appreciate you putting on the race, like going back and watching it. Appreciate everybody that puts on the league. As a BABB'S, the body shop. No, it's the wreck of the race. I like watching those. So shout out to him for putting on some sponsorship there. So,
Right.
but other than that, that's it.
Well, we appreciate you stopping by, man. And once again, congrats on bringing it home second. And maybe we'll get to talk to you when we leave Richmond.
All right, sounds good. See you then.
All right, thank you. And that was your second place finisher tonight, Blake Sperling, in that 1 machine. Now let's get to the wreck of the race here. Now let's pull it up as we're going to pull your BABB'S Body Shop wreck of the race winner in. We can get it to pull up here. There it is. There's the 48 of Jack Dixon. After hitting the wall right there, coming down into the leader, bringing the first caution of the race out with 10 laps to go. Now let's bring in your race winner of the Babs Body Shop wreck of the race, Mr. Jack Dixon. Hey there, Jack Dixon. Got a copy?
I got a copy.
Hey, man. To another set of tough circumstances that we're talking to you. Bringing it home 8th, but a little bit of silver lining. You are the winner of the Babs Body Shop wreck of the race. Walk us through how that race went for you.
I was fast, and I knew I had a car to win. But when I went through that pit cycle, and I locked it up because I was going way too fast. So I entered pit road and got a good pit stop, 4 tires, and filled her up. When I was leaving, I saw the line, so I punched it. But there's 2 pit lines on Atlanta. So I punched it a little too early and got a speeding penalty. So came back in, that put me 3 laps down. Then we got to this wreck, and some guys just don't stop talking. It's a little frustrating, so you can't focus. And I got into the wall, and then I see that the wall juts out, or juts in, and I hit it. And it sucks that I got into Tyler, but I mean, I did all I could to hold up against the wall.
Yeah, it was definitely a tough break for you, but looking back at it, we could definitely tell it was not of your own doing. It was just the way that the wall is built here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. But we just wanted to bring you in here for an interview, check on you, and see how the race went for you. And I guess it's a congratulations, but it's not a congratulations, I guess you could call it, for winning the Babs Body Shop wreck of the race. You're going to walk away with a little extra pocket change out of it, but once again, man, we appreciate you stopping by and getting to talk to us. And maybe we'll get to talk to you again next week when we leave Richmond.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks,
No problem.
Bab, and thank you for putting the show on.
Appreciate it. And that was Jack Dixon, your winner of the Babs Body Shop wreck of the race. Now let's get to your race winner now, Mr. Tyler Cross in that 88 machine. Hey there, Tyler Cross. You got a copy?
Yeah.
Hey, man. Congrats on bringing home the checkered flag, putting on an absolute clinic out there tonight. Walk us through how that race went for you.
To be honest, I mean, the first run was kind of just getting the track worked in and figuring out which line I wanted to use to save some tires. I started to use the high line. It was pretty good. I gained a lot more time in the green flag pit stops than I expected, to be honest with you. I came out, I think I was about like 16 seconds ahead of second place when everything settled out. And then that wreck. I was really kind of concerned about the last 10 laps of the race to see how it would go with the old tires. I feel like they were kind of scrubbing a little bit more than my first set were towards the end of that run. And I still had 10 laps to go, so I was curious to see how that would go. But it ended up being a 5-lap shootout, and that went all right. But yeah, all in all, kind of a crazy race, a long, drawn-out race without many cautions, but pretty fun.
Yeah, we were looking at the lap times as the end of that run was going on right before the caution. You were running almost a full second slower than you were right before pit stops on the first run. And and I had mentioned that on the broadcast that the tires may be giving up on your car because I believe it was the 8 of Stotler was running you down quite a bit there with about 12 to 13 laps to go, and then the caution come out. And once you got them fresh tires on there for that last little stint, that last little sprint right there, man, you were out of sight again in your own zip code. How'd that feel having that kind of speed in the car tonight?
Honestly, this track's all about having the clean air. If you're even a couple cars back with dirty air, it's going to be a world harder for you. So I knew that just keeping out in front with the clean air was going to keep my tires in a position to get the win.
And looking forward to next week, we're going to be going to Richmond Raceway. How do you feel about your chances out there with the big motor, small blade?
Richmond, I've had some highs and lows at Richmond, so we'll see how it goes. But this is a pretty clean racing group, so hopefully we get some good close short track racing out there.
Yeah, well, you have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there tonight?
No, not really. But just hope everybody enjoyed the race, and hope everybody has a good night.
Absolutely, yeah, and we appreciate you stopping by here with us tonight. And once again, man, congrats on taking home the checkered flag and them elusive bonus points as we head towards the playoffs. Congrats on that win, taking home the checkered flag, and maybe we'll get to talk to you again next week when we leave Richmond.
Maybe. We'll see. See if I can get 2 in a row.
All right, you have a good night.
You too.
And that was Tyler Cross, your race winner tonight, bringing home the checkered flag after doing a quick 5-lap sprint to the finish after being involved in the one and only caution of the night with 10 laps to go. Let's take you through the official finishing order one more time here before we sign off. Tyler Cross is your winner in the 88 machine. Blake Sperling bringing it home second. Third was Scott Stotler. Roger Pearson fourth. Fifth was Stephen Payne. Jonathan Cogswell in sixth. Seventh was Christian Hill. Jack Dixon was eighth. Ninth was Justin Hutchinson. 10th, Josh Oxendine. 11th, Jason Babb. And rounding out your field in 12th was Bill Petroff. And that's your official finishing order here tonight, presented by Babb's Body Shop. For all your body shop needs, go to www.babbsbodyshop.com and they'll get you fixed up. And don't forget to set a reminder for Saturday night. We will be back live here for the Southern Excitement Racing League Truck Series here live on the Full Send Broadcast Network. Cannot wait for you to tune into that one. It's going to be an exciting one to watch. And then Sunday, we'll be back live again with the Southern Excitement Racing League Next Gen Series on Sunday evening. For Full Send Broadcast Network, I'm Jacob signing off. We'll see you next time.